All right, everyone, welcome back to another cryptocurrency market update. My name is Brendan from Crypto 101, and the ultimate crypto sue-off has officially begun. It's a pretty wild story. I think a lot of you are going to find this entertaining. But before we get into it, the one big takeaway that I want everyone to have here is that the crypto market does not care about this negative news at all. Now, as you can see from the price in front of me, Bitcoin is soaring and it's not alone. If I open up the watch list on the right-hand side of my screen, you can see that just about every mainstream crypto project over here is green. There are a few exceptions, but for the most part, the crypto industry as a whole is soaring back towards the upside, despite what I'm labeling as the great crypto sue-off. So let's go ahead and dive on in and talk about what in the world is happening in the world of crypto this week. Why did we have a little bit of a retracement on the front half of this week? And then why are we now suddenly seeing this big rally? What kind of news has kind of led up to all of this? And this is where we enter in with the great crypto sue-off. So in the past, you probably need no introduction, but in case you do, the SEC under Gary Gensler has been pretty not friendly to crypto, to say the least. They've gone after people like Kraken, they've gone after Coinbase, they've gone after so many other crypto players. And this week, we're maybe suspecting that things would kind of coast into the election on a good note, but we're not seeing that. In fact, we're seeing the pedal get pushed to the metal from the SEC here, and they're going after everyone here. So the original catalyst happened about a week ago, and it all started with Bitwise, one of the Bitcoin ETF providers, applying for an XRP spot ETF inside the United States. Now, the day after this happened, and I want to put up these articles over here, the day after this happened, the SEC appealed their case against XRP, saying, this isn't happening. We think that illegal stuff happened in this case. It wasn't fair for whatever reason. There could have been a misjudgment. We are appealing this and essentially reopening the XRP case. Now, the reason that this is a big deal is because in order for Bitwise to get approval for that XRP spot ETF, they need approval from the SEC, which is who has been suing XRP over the last 4 to 5 years, and thus they are also the group that just appealed the XRP case last week. So that's how kind of this avalanche effect or this domino effect started. Now, after this, we saw Bitnomial has decided to sue the SEC over the XRP futures and everything that's happening there. We then saw the SEC give a Wells notice to Crypto.com, who is now countersuing the SEC in order to protect the future of crypto in the US. And now, you can't make this stuff up. Yesterday, the SEC has also decided to sue one of, if not the largest crypto market maker, which is Cumberland DRW. So they go in to basically say why they're doing this and what they think is wrong, but I love the response that we get here from Cumberland, and they pushed back really hard. They said, we are not making any changes to our business operations or the assets in which we provide liquidity as a result of this action by the SEC. Furthermore, we are confident that in our strong compliance framework and discipline adherence to all known rules and regulations, even as they have been a moving target. So what they're basically saying here is, hey, we are so confident that we are not doing anything wrong. We are so confident in our legal framework, even as complicated as it is and has been with the moving target analogy. We are so confident in our legal structure that we are not changing anything about what we're doing, despite getting this information from the SEC. So the SEC is, hey, we're suing you for this. Cumberland's response is, we don't care. We know that what we're doing is not illegal, so we're changing nothing. And they publicly stated that. So I love the response, but this is the ultimate crypto sue-off. And it's happening at such a crazy time. Now, in the past, we have seen the SEC approve something like Coinbase, for example. They approve them to become a publicly traded stock company, And then they go after them saying that they were an unregistered security exchange. And I actually want to pull this article up to show everyone. But again, to put this in perspective, the SEC approved them to be publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange as compliant. And then shortly afterwards, they charged them here, as you can read, the SEC charges Coinbase for operating as an unregistered securities exchange, which just makes you throw up your hands in the air and go, what in the world is happening? And this has happened to Kraken, it's happened to Binance, it's happened to so many other different groups. And people are just saying, hey, we want to be regulatory compliant. Think about it from any kind of company's perspective. They are spending so much on these legal battles. It would be more cost efficient and effective for them to just say, hey, let us know what we want to do. We want to be regulatory compliant. And that's what a lot of these companies have said. And we've talked to groups like this. We've talked to Coinbase and these ETF providers and these different exchanges, and they want to be regulatory compliant. The problem is they think that they are being regulatory compliant until they get hit with one of these lawsuits. So the ultimate crypto sue-off is in full effect. We've seen stuff like this in the past, which is why I bring it up now and I say, hey, the crypto market does not care about this. Maybe we get a little bit of a short-term reaction. This is the hourly chart. We have seen that just in the last, let's pull this up. Just in the last about 23 hours here, Bitcoin's up about 6.5%. In fact, over 6.5% in less than a 24-hour window. If we zoom out to a daily chart, we can see that, Bitcoin saw a little bit of a retracement here once all this news started hitting the air, and once this all started escalating, we saw a little bit of a drawdown, but now we've erased just about all of the losses that we've already seen. Again, the crypto market is so optimistic with where it's at right now. I think it's going to take something so much bigger than this to really knock it off its feet again. So time will tell. Bitcoin is pushing into a pivotal level across the board, and as we kind of look at this, it's pushing up into the top of this falling channel that we've been in for almost the last 9 months, making this a huge moment for the crypto industry as a whole. And as I mentioned earlier, we can see that altcoins are taking off too. Ethereum's up over 2.6% on the day. I saw that Optimism's up over 10%, Axelar's up over 12%, Aerodrome's up 6%, Render's up over 6% as well. Fetch is up over 7%, Sui's up almost 11%, and other projects are just, again, soaring. So as I go through this list, there's a lot of double-digit gainers on the day, and thus, things really aren't all that bad. So I wanted to make this video to not only keep everyone updated so that you're aware with everything that is going on here, but also just to give you a little bit of reassurance heading into the weekend of, hey, if you see more of this stuff, don't let it get to you. Don't let it stress you out. Clearly, price performance is what matters here, and the buyers are really don't care much anymore about what kind of little FUD the SEC has left, because potentially here, doesn't matter which side of the political spectrum you're on, we could be seeing a change in the head of the SEC. We could be seeing Gary Gensler get removed. If either party wins, right, left, right, doesn't matter. So I think people are looking at this and saying, hey, either way, it looks like Gary Gensler might not stick around. And if that is the case, a lot of crypto people are excited about it because of how hard he has been on the whole crypto landscape. So that's going to round us up for this video, everyone. I hope all of you did enjoy this market update. And if you did, check out the links that we have in the description down below. We got some great communities that you all can be a part of. You can check us out on the Crypto 101 YouTube channel as well, where we got all sorts of podcasts and market updates and tutorials and things of that nature. And then you can also check us out in our crypto-specific communities at Crypt Nation and at Altcoin Alert as well. So if you want to check those out and get started, check out the links in the description down below. But until next time, I will see all of you at the same time, same place next week.